Hey everybody, it's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia, and this is a beginner strength training workout.
The only equipment required for this workout is a pair of dumbbells.
And the weight that you'll use will depend on your fitness level.
You may also want to grab a chair or a bench,
but it's not required.
I'm going to be doing the standard exercises.
And follow me for those easier modifications.
All right, let's get started with a light little warm up. We're going to start with a reach plus march. So both arms reach overhead. We're just going to march in place, bringing up alternating knees. So during the course of today's workout, we're not going to count any repetitions. We're just going to try to get as many reps in as we can during the allotted time period. Making sure to breathe, staying nice and light on those feet.
And this is a warm-up, so let's go at an easy pace. Of course, if you can't bring your knee quite as high as we can, that's okay. We just want to save some of it for the workout that's coming up.
Oh yeah, save your energy. There's plenty of work yet to come. Breathe. This one here for just 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. Okay, let's warm up those shoulders with nice little arm circles, forward arm circles. Keep a soft little bend in those knees. Keep your core nice and tight.
That's right. And what we mean when we say keep your core nice and tight is I like to think of it as drawing that belly button into your spine. So just keeping it nice and tight, almost like you're sucking it in, but still allow yourself to get some good breaths in there.
And just engaging that core throughout. Good, feeling those shoulders warming up, getting that overall body temperature up. And let's do this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, next we're going to warm up that posterior chain. So feet shoulder width apart, arms are up, and we're going to do a crossover, either a crossover toe touch or a crossover knee touch. So just a slight bend in those knees. And as we bend over, we're going to push our hips back, engaging those hamstrings, glutes, lower back. And Claudia is going to go down to her knees. So you decide if going all the way down to your toes is appropriate for you, your knees, or maybe somewhere in between.
Just push those hips back like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your bum.
So you should be, if you're doing this one right, you should be feeling a little stretch in your hamstrings and in your glutes. So we notice how we start with that little bend in our knees, but we're not continuing to flex at the knees as we go down. We're not turning this into a squat. Excellent. Just do this one for 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. All right, warm up is complete. You guys ready to go? Let's grab those hand weights. Grab your dumbbells. So as we said in the beginning, I'm going to be performing the standard exercises. Claudia's going to be performing the easier modifications. Throughout the course of today's workout, you decide which one is right for you.
And you can even mix them up between the two.
Exactly. So I'm going to start with a staggered bent over row. Claudia is going to do just a traditional bent over row with a neutral stance.
So I'm bent over at a 45-degree angle. My legs or my feet are about shoulder width apart, and I'm just pulling back.
Pulling back from those elbows.
That's right.
Keeping your core nice and tight. So with your feet in a neutral position, makes it a little easier to balance. And this staggered stance engages your legs a little bit more, makes it a little harder to balance from this unstable position. Again, you decide which one is going to be right for you today. But either way, we're pulling back on those elbows. And anytime we do any type of row, really, again, focus on pulling back on those elbows like you have a string attached to those elbows and you're pulling back. You don't want to pull back from the hands, but again, pulling back from those elbows. Keep that core tight. We're bent over on about a 45-degree angle.
All right. We have about 5 seconds left.
And 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, now we're going to hit that lower body next. We're going to move into a dumbbell front squat. So I have our dumbbells ready. Claudia is going to do the dumbbell front squat using the chair or the bench. So she's going to actually sit back and touch her glutes to that chair, where I'm just going to do freestanding without anything behind me.
And depending on how high or low your chair or bench is, that's really going to determine the difficulty level on your front squat.
So the higher that chair or bench, the easier it is, because then, of course, you don't have to go quite as far down. We're holding those dumbbells up at our shoulder level. And anytime we do any squat, the first thing we're going to move is our hips. So break at those hips first, butt back, and then bend at the knees. A lot of times, beginners run into a little bit of trouble when they bend at the knees first, and they get down here. Now, all of a sudden, I'm in a bad, awkward position. So really emphasize hips back, and then bend at the knees. Being sure to keep your core tight, back straight. You don't want to bend over.
5 more seconds on this move.
Keep your feet flat on the ground. And 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. Okay, you can set those dumbbells to the side. We don't need them for the next one. We're going to do a push-up variation next. I'm going to go ahead and use the bench, but you could also use a chair if you chose to do so. Claudia's going to do her variation from her knees. We're going to go push-up plus shoulder touch. So core is nice and tight, back is straight. We're going to go push-up, shoulder touch, shoulder touch. Next one, push-up, shoulder touch, shoulder touch. So now on this incline variety, the higher your bench or whatever it is you're using, the easier it'll be. And the lower, the harder it'll be. No matter which one you're doing, I want you to keep your back and core nice and tight, nice and straight. One into the next. And ideally, we're getting down until both elbows reach a 90-degree angle before we come back up. Making sure that we keep our hands in line with our chest. We don't want to be reaching with our face when we come down, right? But instead, bring your chest down. Excellent. This one's working your shoulders, your chest, triceps, core, hitting multiple muscle groups.
You have about 5 more seconds on this one.
Almost there. Let's do it for 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good. We are going to need the dumbbells for the next one, and we're going to go to the floor. Go ahead and go to the ground. We're going to do a pullover next, which is a great move for both your chest as well as your back. So both dumbbells are going to have a slight bend in your elbows, and go ahead and allow those dumbbells to lower behind you, feel that stretch, and then pull them back over. I'm going to perform it with an additional iso hip up. So I'm just going to drive off my heels, keeping my glutes nice and tight, my back straight. You decide which variation is right for you. Mine is just puts a little extra work on your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. Again, you decide which one is right for you.
If you're not quite ready for that, just hang out with me and leave those hips on the ground.
That's right. Making sure to maintain a slight bend in your elbows. And if you can't reach those arms all the way down into the dumbbells, hit the ground, that's okay too. Just get whatever your full range of motion is. But be careful not to bounce those dumbbells off the ground.
We have 5 more seconds on this move.
Keep it nice and under control throughout the whole move. Good. Let's do this one for 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. Okay, we're keeping your dumbbells. We're up on our feet for the next one. We're going to move into a dumbbell good morning. Feet are shoulder width apart. First move, we're going to bring those dumbbells up until they're at your side. Elbows are to 90. I'm going to do a one leg good morning, so I'm going to put one leg out. Now, both of us are going to bend over at our hips, using our hips as a hinge. Kick those hips back behind you, bending over until your upper body gets to about parallel to the ground, and then back up. You'll feel that stretch in your hamstrings as well as your glutes. This one leg variety puts extra emphasis on the one leg, as you're finding out. Just a great one for your overall posterior chain. On this one, be sure to keep your back nice and straight, no slouching, no hunching over.
And you're going to switch at the halfway point if you're doing Coach Kozak's in
All
about
right.
3 seconds.
So go ahead and get ready to switch. Opposite side now. If you're doing 2 legs, just go ahead and keep moving. Good. Keeping a slight bend in your knees, or in your back leg if you're using the one leg variation. And again, just driving those hips back behind you. This one's working your hamstrings, your glutes, as well as your lower back. And then just holding the dumbbells in place, working your biceps and your forearms. We're getting a lot of work
5 seconds left.
A lot of work in a short period of time today. Excellent. And let's hit this one for 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. All right, next we're gonna do a 2-for-1 move, and your modification is just gonna be more or lighter weight. Palms facing us, dumbbells are in front. We're gonna do a reverse curl, bend at those elbows, keep the wrist straight, and then overhead press. Reverse back down, and then negative portion of that curl. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat. Get into the little rhythm and flow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Great one for your forearms, biceps, shoulders, and triceps, all getting hit on this one. Make sure that you're keeping a good base. Core is nice and tight. Back is straight. A little soft bend in those knees. Don't want your legs or knees locked out on this one. And keep those dumbbells under control, especially on the way down. You don't want to just let them flop down, right? Keep them nice and under control. Excellent work. Arms are starting to burn and feel it a little bit. That's all right. That's how we know it's working. You're doing great, guys. Keep it up.
You have 5 more seconds on this move.
Breathe for 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. We're moving into some lower body move next. I'm going to do a stationary lunge. Dumbbells are at my side. I'm going to step out, drop both knees until they get to a 90-degree angle.
And I am just doing a split squat. You see I have a nice base here. I have my left foot in front, and I'm just going down to a 90-degree angle here.
So if you can't quite get all the way down where Claudia is at, that's all right. Maybe halfway down today. Come back. Every time you repeat this workout, you'll get a little bit stronger in that lower body, a little bit more mobility, and you'll be able to get further down.
And we're going to switch sides here in 3, 2, 1. All right, switching legs.
And if you're doing the stationary lunge, just go ahead and keep moving and alternating legs. Keeping good posture on this one, straight up and down. And as you're lowering your body, you don't want to lower yourself forward, but instead drop straight down at every rep. Great one for your total lower body, hamstrings, quads, glutes, all getting hit on this one. We can feel it.
We have about 5 more seconds.
We're almost there. Fight to the end for 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. We only need 1 dumbbell for the next one. I'm going to use the bench, and Claudia's going to do this one from her knees. We're going to do a high plank, reverse fly. So go ahead and get into high plank position. So on one arm, slight bend in that arm, we're going to reach through, and we're going to fly. Bring that hand and dumbbell up. Slight bend in that elbow as you use your back to pull that dumbbell. Reverse fly, keep that core tight, making sure to breathe, pulling nice and under control. And again, just as we did on the push-up variation, the higher your bench or chair, the easier it'll be. The lower, the harder it'll be.
And switching sides in 5 seconds.
Switching here in 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's try to stay up if you can. 1 right into the next. This one's going to hit your abs, hit your upper back, shoulders. Again, that base arm is working your tricep and chest. Very efficient workout today. Getting a total body strength workout in a very short period of time. Doing excellent. Keep it up. Just keep moving. Focus on what brought you here today to begin with, whatever that is.
In 5 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1, 0. We still just need just 1 weight for the next one.
I'm actually going to lose my weight for this one.
We're going to do a dumbbell or no weight windmill. So both toes are going to be pointed at about a 45-degree angle. Put that one arm up, whether you're using the weight or not. Now we're going to kick that hip out to the side. Slight bend in both knees. Bend over, look up at that arm, and back up. And now ideally, you're coming all the way down and you're touching your toe. You might not have the flexibility for that today, and that's totally okay. If you can only get down to your knee, that's all right. Do the best you can. This one's great for your overall core, as well as your shoulders, hamstrings, glutes, multiple muscles getting hit on this one.
All right, and we're switching sides in 5 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1, 0. Switch it up. Opposite side now. Point those toes opposite side direction. Arm up. Kick that hip out to the side. This one is all about kicking that hip out every time. Good. Feel that stretch in those hamstrings as well as in your glute. Breathe. Stay focused. You got it. Keep moving. Focus on what brought you here today to begin with, because that's going to be the thing that gets you through to the end. Nice work, everybody. Oop. And keep balance. You can see I'm not perfect, right? Just about getting a little bit better every day. Not about being perfect. Almost there.
5 more seconds on this side.
And 3, 2, 1, 0. Nice. Okay, so no weights needed for the next one. We're going to go to the ground and move into a plank. So working on that core next. So from our forearms, I'm going to be up on my feet. Claudia's going to be on her knees. You decide which variation is right for you. We're going to do a plank for 30 seconds. Get that core nice and tight. Back is straight. We don't want your butt up in the air, and we don't want your butt sinking. So notice how from Claudia on her knees that she's still lowering those hips, right? So she can keep her back straight. She doesn't have her glutes up in the air.
You got 5 more seconds, guys.
We stay up. Here we are. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent work, guys.
Nice work.
All right, so we're going to do a quick little cool down. And the point of the cool down is twofold. One is to allow your heart rate to come down slowly. And in addition to that is to gain a little bit of mobility. So the first one we're going to do is going to be a yoga variation. We're going to do a downward dog. Claudia's
I'm going to do the wall variation.
She's going to do it from the wall. I'm going to do it from the floor. You decide which one is right for you. But either way, we're going to come up onto those hands. We're going to drive our hips backwards as we keep that core nice and tight. Bring our navel in to our midsection. Go ahead and also at the same time stretching those shoulders, bringing our body backwards.
And for the wall downward dog, you're basically just making a 90-degree angle. You're just creating a nice square with the wall.
Just pulling yourself back and breathe. It's that point of the workout. You're all done. You can go ahead and check this one off the list and be proud of yourself, guys.
That's right. You're one step closer to that goal.
That's it. It's for 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. All right.
Nice and slow.
So we can go ahead and now we're going to move into a cobra. I'm going to do a cobra from up on my my straight arms, and Claudia's going to do her cobra from her forearms. So on this one, we're both going to have our feet on the ground. We're going to stretch up, bringing our chin to the ceiling. My version is a little harder. From the forearms is a little easier. You decide which one is right for you.
Taking nice and controlled breaths.
That's it. Allow that heart rate to come down slowly. Again, just allow yourself a second here to give yourself a pat on the back. Be proud of yourself for getting through today's workout. You can come back tomorrow or the next day, do it again. You just get a little bit better at it. Every time, just coming back, making little improvements. And let's go 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, we got just one last one. We're going to do a chest opener. Great one. Want to switch?
Back on your side.
I know I feel weird over there. I don't know what I'm doing on that side. Next, we're going to do a little chest opener. We're going to interlace or interlock our fingers behind our back. Chest opener. And then go ahead and pull those shoulders back as you bring your chest forward. Great for your chest as well as your shoulders. Bring your hands up at the same time. And if you want a little extra stretch, you can bend over and allow your arms to come up and over. I learned this one from our good friend Sean Vieg, the #1 yoga and Pilates guy on the interwebs. He's our favorite. It's a good move. Feel that stretch. Keep pulling those shoulders back, bringing that chest forward. Controlled breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that is it, my friends. Excellent work, Claudia.
Way to go out there.
Excellent work out there. So proud of you guys for pushing through right to the very end. If you guys like this workout, been working out with us for a while and you're starting to see some results, we'd encourage you to please go check out our Patreon page where you can learn more about how you can support our mission of keeping these great workouts free.
And if you enjoyed working out with us today, we ask that you give this video a big thumbs up and please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a workout from HASfit.
Make sure to check out HASfit.com for hundreds of free workouts, free meal plans, and our free complete fitness programs.
And if you are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, please find HASfit, connect with us because we want to connect with you.
Again, thank you so much for working out with us today. It's been our privilege. I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.